Hi guys, thanks for checking the video out. Steve Buzza here. I've just played with Jimbo Jet Golf.
Hello.
I've just had a great time playing here. So this vlog will hit the channel probably in a few weeks. We've actually got quite a few stacked up now, so really pleased with the playing videos we've done the last few weeks and months. But this is an in the bag video, so I haven't done one this year, so I thought I should show you what I am currently playing with. So should I start wedges?
Start your wedges.
So
go in and have a look.
Wedges, you'll see what I've done. I've gone into the chrome, so I was using black ones last year.
Yeah.
So I've gone into the chrome. I used a 50 at the end of last year, but Callaway brought out a wide soled version, and I found that's made a massive difference. So I've got the wide sole in the 50 and the 54.
Yeah.
And maybe not for the full shots, but for like when I'm chipping, you know, I feel like it gives you a real nice like cushion.
I like that. A lot of people say kind of with a wider bounce, if you're on a tight lie, it's not going to really help you, but I find the opposite. And
yeah, it's like, I was lucky to film with Roger Cleveland, and he talked about it as being like a skid plate. Yeah. You know, and I totally agree. I feel like I can play that one that's a bit more with the wrist, and you still get the flat flight out of the 50. So, loving that addition. I've gone to a 46, so I removed the pitching wedge from the Apex MBs that I have been using. Just I really like the top line on it. I just feel like the overall shape is just brilliant. You know, how much different does it perform compared to the pitching wedge I was using? You know, very similar construction. I wouldn't imagine there's that much difference. But kind of a short game, it feels quite nice that they're all together.
And shaft wise, you got the same shafts as you got in your other irons?
I've got shafts, yes. The only difference is, so I'm using a PM grind 60. Yeah. And I've gone into a stiff. Okay. So all of these are C-Taper X, so like 130 grams. This one is the stiff. And again, that was, a lot of tour pros do that. It just gives you a bit, it's like slightly more responsive for when you're playing the shorter shots.
I like that. A lot of tour pros do that.
Yeah, I just,
a lot of us do that.
A lot of the tour pros use it a bit better as well. But they're the wedges. They haven't been that good this year. I need to do some serious practice with them, but I'm actually quite happy with what I've got. You know, I need to do gap testing. I would say a big thing with wedges, if you're going to carry the extra one, which I am with the 50, you need to gap test. And I don't feel like I've utilised my 50 enough because I'm not very good with my yardages. So although I'm really happy with the bounce and the short game shots, maybe actually hitting into greens, a bit more fuller shots, I probably haven't maximised it.
Agreed.
But here we go. Here we go. This is my Apex MBs. So these ones went into the bag probably mid last year. I was going to
say, they've been in a while, haven't they?
Yeah, they've been there. I'm not sure when they went in actually. They've been in that long. Again, we've talked about the shafts. They're 1/2 inch long. I'm 1 degree flat. The swing has been...
so you going actually 1 degree flat, kind of, if it's 1/2 inch long, that evens out.
Yeah, so dynamically it plays
dynamically it's standard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've always had that problem. Like as a kid, I used to be quite low, a bit like Keenan Bradley, you know, that sort of posture. So I've had times when I've had shortened standard, but at the minute 1/2 inch long seems to work. You know, I might look into that a little bit, you know, if I'm changing over the winter. But yeah, been really happy with them. These go into 5 iron, so 9 iron to 5 iron, and then I've got my UT.
Yeah, you're good with these.
Apex UT. Yeah, I love this one. Love this one to bits. Yeah. So that again, that one went in at. This one's been in longer than the irons, I think. And
that one has, yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, really happy. I've got it into 24 in the bag. I do have an 18 and a 21. The 21 hasn't been in the bag this year, but the 18 has come out a couple times when we've played links courses. So yeah, I love the construction of those. If you're somebody that is thinking of getting rid of their long irons, I like these not only because they're a bit easier to hit, is they create really good gapping. So yeah, this one, yeah, definitely one I go to off the tee, as I do with this one. So like if you've watched my videos in the past, like I said, that I felt like this was the biggest addition last year. You know, I've always struggled with hybrids, so this Apex Pro hybrid, yeah, just brilliant.
Yeah, you're really consistent with that. I like the flight on it. It's nice.
Yeah, and I used to always hook hybrids. You know, I used to take a hybrid to the range and like they feel quite powerful. I'd really like it, but then go out on the course and I just wouldn't feel like I could find the fairway when I needed to. not the case with this
So
one.
they've weighted these ones slightly differently than normal as well, is that?
They have, yeah, because hybrids usually they put a lot of weight into the heel, don't they, to try and make it turn over.
Yeah.
Because trying to get that person that hits maybe a bit of a slicey one. So yeah, this one they kind of removed that. So that's been good. It's got a rip X in it. It's half an inch longer as well. So again, it just feels really solid. You know, I really like hitting that. I said to you today, didn't I? I'd quite like to go one maybe in an 18.
Yeah.
But I'm able to hit that one quite flat, so you know it's been pretty good. 3-wood. So I'm using the 3+ in the Epic. So 13.5. I've got it down at 13.5. Really powerful. Actually been really happy with it. I've hit a couple of duffy shots like the last few weeks, but overall I've actually been really happy with it. I've got a Graphloid Blue, so 75X. I have had a speeder in it. So the speeder was from an old 3-wood. So I had that in there for a couple of weeks, but I've put this one back in. It's just the Graphloid is really solid, isn't it?
Yeah, you like kind of you like your boardy shafts. They feel like ski poles, don't you? Really.
So that one's been a good addition. It really does come out quite flat as well. So yeah, I'm liking that one. You know, it's been a good addition. And then we've got my main man. It's the Buzzington Bear. It's a bit dirty at the minute, but he's probably my favourite thing about my bag. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so I place him there, and then I've got the Epic, and I've got a standard Epic. I did have the Sub-Zero so I went into the Sub-Zero end of last year. You know, I was quite lucky that I got one in December, and I like the Sub-Zero. I was hitting really good, like if I hit 5 drives, let's say one of them was like really pure, but then the others I was finding I was having to get it into the air. This one I'm finding the spin profile is great. You
hit that thing miles.
Like today I've just hit 3 in a row, so I'm being very complimentary. You know, I just like that I don't overspin it. I've actually moved the weight a little more into the heel, just trying to take away a bit of the left that I've been feeling.
Toe?
Yeah, I haven't changed it a great deal, but you can kind of see I've been having a bit of a toe strike.
Yeah.
So that's why I've kind of moved the weight across there.
A little bit.
I've got a Fujikura, so this is the Pro 63X, and this is the blue. I did have the green initially, which actually performed great, but it just felt a little torquey. So again, it wasn't a performance issue, it was more of it just didn't
a feel issue.
Yeah, and then when I got fitted for this one, I actually started swinging a bit quicker, just because it felt
like
more stable.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say it was the shaft change per se, but I am swinging it a little quicker, and as a result my ball speed went up a little bit because of the shaft. But it just feels a bit more stable. It's exactly the same weight as the other one.
Yeah.
And then, so we'll get rid of, see look, threw those down there, not the driver.
Nah,
so
not
Buzzington gets back on there. And then the big change, and I have done a separate video on this one, so this has been in the bag now for a little bit. You know, we're talking a few weeks. I was fortunate, I got tour weights in it, so they're lighter than the standard ones. I think Odyssey have released them now to the general public. If they haven't, they're going to. And I basically tried to build this putter like my Adele. You know, I really like the weighting of my Adele. So this one's a 35, whereas I need a 34. So that's to kind of feel like I get a bit more weight up on the top. And I was hitting, like, well, you've seen it, I was hitting that horrible one with my Adele out to the right. And this wasn't a shot that I was hitting all the time, it was just like under pressure. And what had happened was I was aiming a bit too far to the right. That's what I used to do, and I'd actually kind of overdone it and started aiming a bit left. So that was why I thought, well, I'll go into this head, go into a bit more of a mallet to try and feel like I can line up a bit better. Still got the kind of the lines or the dots at the front. So whereas I used to add loft, it still puts me kind of looking there. And although it's a mallet, obviously you've got the gap with the fangs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been really happy with this. I wasn't planning on putting it straight in, so I actually used it when I played in the British Masters in the Pro-Am. And I wasn't planning to, I'd literally just got it, but it just felt quite good in my hand. And I've been rolling the ball quite well with it. So I've been pretty happy with that. And then what else is...
Ball bag.
Ball bag, hey! Hey! I'm lucky I've got that bag and I've got a tour version of it. I used the leather glove, the Tour Authentic, which I really like.
Very
And then-
small, aren't they, those ones?
They are
Because
with
you've
mine.
got tiny hands.
I got tiny hands. But yeah, so I've got them, and then I'm a TrueViz, and I'm a TrueViz X. So I actually came out of the TrueViz, but I like to, so I put that just back and I focus on that when I'm putting.
Yeah.
It gives me something to, so that's actually why I use the TrueViz. Plus it means I don't have to work too hard to work out which ball is mine. So that's the other, as soon as loads of people start using these, I'll probably switch back, but that's the other
What you're saying
reason.
is you're basically slightly lazy.
I'm slightly lazy.
Yeah.
But I like this. I moved into the X, which I feel like you could over compress the Chrome Soft a little bit. I actually preferred the feel of the standard Chrome Soft, and I thought the durability of the Chrome Soft was maybe slightly better. But the more I've gone into the season, I don't think these are definitely better than most of the others. But I would say the Chrome Soft is probably slightly more durable. And I like the feel around the greens, but for iron play and stuff like that, it makes perfect sense for me to use this ball. So that was why I changed, and I've had that one in the bag now for probably 6 months.
About that, yeah.
Yeah, 6 months, and it's felt good. You know, I like it. It's not like I'm still craving the other feeling. You know, it's still a relatively soft ball. It feels great. So yeah, that's the bag.
That is
And,
the bag.
If any questions for anybody? James, do you have any questions, or have I covered everything?
I think you've pretty much covered everything,
Yeah.
Stephen. Yeah.
So yeah, that's my bag. Yeah, get some questions if you have any. If you don't ask any questions. Just give me a like.
It's not recording.
Idiot.